Thank you, Chair Napolitano, for holding this hearing, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today to discuss the important work of the Army Corps of Engineers. In particular, I'd like to thank Dr. Michael Peeler, Director of the Institute for the Environment at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, for taking the time to appear with us today and provide his expert testimony. Welcome, Dr. Peeler. I'm proud to serve on this committee, which has passed 4 major transformational water laws during the last 4 Congresses to improve our nation's water resources infrastructure. Given this tremendous accomplishment, I would like to see the Corps expeditiously implement the significant reforms made by these laws. As we look forward to future water resources legislation, one issue that cannot be overlooked is the inland and coastal flooding that has occurred across the nation. All areas of North Carolina, from coastal and surrounding counties to the mountains, have experienced significant flooding events on numerous occasions. Most recently in November, Tropical Storm Ada hit North Carolina hard, resulting in flooding that caused 12 deaths, required dozens of people to be rescued, and caused more than $20 million in damages. In addition, there's been Hurricane Florence in 2018, Matthew in 2016, Floyd in 1999, and Fran in 1996, to name just a few of these devastating flood events. Historic flooding, such as this, should spur us to re-examine infrastructure to ensure it is updated and capable of protecting life and property. These disasters pose an important question to Congress. What can we do to help prevent future flooding? And equally important, how can we improve infrastructure within our states to reduce the risk of dam and levee breaches, flooded homes and businesses, and to better protect our coast? In addition to storm events, we've seen significant economic loss in places throughout the country where barges and boats can no longer navigate our inland waterways. Much of this waterborne commerce is dependent on infrastructure that was initially constructed in the 1970s, 60s, or earlier, and is quickly approaching the end of its design life. So as we reflect on this flooding, the hardship and devastation it brings, and the other issues our nation faces with aging water infrastructure, it's important for this committee to continue its bipartisan commitment to work and pass critical water resources legislation. Our citizens cannot afford the devastating effects of floods to their homes, farms, businesses, and communities. We owe the American people our absolute best efforts to help with this. I look forward to hearing about the implementation of WARDA 2020 from our witnesses and the previous but more recent WARDAs as well, hearing constructive ideas from the experts that we have before us today. Madam Chair, I yield back.